So welcome back guys, you are watching Rising Coders Era and this is the playlist which we are just working with Java program series for 2024. We are just trying to solve different programs inside this. Okay, so here we have just solved different types of programs. So here we have just created up to program number 7 and in this video we are going to create program number 8 which is going to be the reverse of the string, how the string can be reversed. You will get these notes and source code inside the description. You can just get the link from here. Okay, you will get the notes and source code, so you can just get the source code as well, and full playlist is available at this link, so you can just move over there. So let's get started guys for today's video, and in this video we are just going to reverse a string. Okay, so for that I'm just going to do one variable. Okay, we are just going to use here string. We are just going to write here string. We have just created a variable name as s for string, and here I'm just going to write a string name as rising coders and era. Okay, we have just given a name for that particular string so that we can just print this string. Okay, I've just written this to print this string. So let's get started to run, then you will find out that the string is just printed over here. Now after that we want to get the length of the string. Now when the string is going to be reversed, the first letter over here is going to be A, after that R, and after that E. In this manner all the string is going to be printed reversely. Okay, in reverse order. So for that first we need a length. Okay, what is going to be the length? So for that there is a function. What we are going to do, I am just going to write here string before reverse. Okay, so we can just write here string before getting reverse or string before. Okay, string before, and we will just write string after. Okay, so string before, and here we just want a length. So for that length is going to be a digit, particular digit. So if I'm going to talk about the rising, so you can just see over here 3 4 5 6. Okay, so 6, so that is going to be a particular digit. So I'm just going to give here variable name as length, len, and the function basically is length, length. Okay, so right now we just have to write yes dot and then length. This is the function which is going to tell the length, which is going to calculate the length inside the s variable. Okay, inside s variable there is this string. Okay, and it is going to calculate the length inside that. So right now what I'm going to do, after that we just have to print this. So we will just check whether the length is proper or not. We are just going to log it. So for that I'm just going to remove all these things, and we are just going to write here length. Now we are just going to run it, and we are just going to see what is the length, that is the 15. So we just have done this, completed successfully. Now I'm just going to remove this length as well. And after that, coming to the next point, we just have to create a variable which is going to be blank, and that is going to be string. Now why we are just going to take a string with a blank and empty, so that we are just going to add some values inside it. So first we are just going to add A, then R, then E. In this way we are just going to add all these values or all this string one by one. So for that we have to create this variable, and that is going to be blank. Okay, now here we are going to use a loop, and for loop we are just going to use. Okay, so for loop, inside for loop we are just going to integer, we want an integer of I, and here right now we are just going to start from the end. Okay, start from the end. So that means we want length, and the length was suppose 15. Okay, so length minus 1 we are going to do, and I'm just going to print this as well. Okay, so rising and plus we are just going to print system.out.println so that we can understand it properly. And inside this what I'm going to do, I'm just going to print a length. Okay, so we will see the length, what is going to be the length. And right now I'm just going to remove this. Now when I'm just going to run this code, and here you will find out there is an error. Basically we have just make it comment. We will rerun it, and let's see. Okay, there is a length of 6. Now when we just calculated 1 2 3 4 5 6, so what we are going to do, length is equal to I minus means length minus 1. We are just going to do minus 1 because at the end we don't have to go. So for that what I'm going to do, I'm just going to write I is equal to length minus 1, then we have to go and reach at a particular point, and this is the index number 0. Okay, so when I'm just going to do length minus 1, that means, okay, here we just found a 3 4. Okay, so for this string the indexing is going to start from 0 and it is going to end at 4. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4 and 5, basically 5, and it is showing 6. So we just did here length minus 1. Okay, so up to which point we have to move? We have to move up to I should be less, and it should move up to the 0. Okay, so what we did, length minus 1, length minus 1 means 6 minus 1, 6 minus 1 means this is going to be 5, and from this it is going to move towards less than equal to 0. That means this is the value of 0. Okay, this is going to be the 0 at the 0 position, and this is going to be at the 5th position. So we did length minus 1, and right now we have to decrement it. So I minus minus, that means it is going to move from this right to left. Okay, and if you want to do from left to right, so you can just use simple for loop. Okay, so it is going to decrement, and now what we are going to do, reverse is equal to reverse and plus, here we are going to use one function. So for that, s dot character add, so that we are just going to move to that particular character inside this, and that is going to be I. After this we are just going to come outside the loop, and here just I am going to write system dot out dot println, and here we are just going to write, so we have just written string before and string after, string and after. Okay, plus we are just going to write here the variable name, and that is going to be reverse. Now when I am just going to run, you will find out the string is just reversed. Okay, so right now it is not showing us. So for that, what we can do, okay, so one mistake over here is the I value is going to be greater all the time. Okay, I value is going to be greater all the time, because if you see here, the value of I is 5. Okay, at the starting point it is 5. As you know, we have just calculated the length, it is 6, and 6 minus 1, and 6 minus 1, that is 5. So it should be greater all the time, and it should reach up to the 0. Okay, so that was the reason why it was not working. So right now, if I am just going to click on this run code, and you will find out that string before that was rising, and after that it is just reversed. Get connected with us and with this playlist. If you have not subscribed the channel, you can just get subscribed to the channel, because a lot of content I am just providing over here for different languages, and also different projects we are just planning to do with it. So you just have to get connected, and after getting connected you will get all this playlist, and most of the cases I am just providing all of the source code which I am just writing. You will get it to the GitHub or Google Drive. So just get connected for the videos, and in upcoming in future we are just going to go with DSA and also the opps concepts and concepts as well. We are just going to solve different programs, so it is going to be quite interesting, guys. So just get connected with us, Rising Codesira, the channel, and you can just search for the channel and you will get this channel. So thank you guys for watching this.